You guessed it, getting ready for another camping trip. Last weekend, we didn't go camping, but we did some driving around. I think I hit a really big pothole. I know I really hit a really big pothole, and when I did, I snapped off the little retaining clip for the speed sensor, which is that little clip right there, which is attached to the bearing, which is attached to the hub assembly. Trying to make my life a little easier by getting the whole thing. So now I only have to knock out the bearing from the backing plate and put this one back in. Still no fun, but a little easier. Just chilling in the trailer. It's a very windy day. Just admiring the view and getting out of the wind for a few minutes. Oh, there's TJ. Hey, TJ. What are you doing here? Well, we're out in some crown land doing some camping. I can't even remember what I had on the last video. Did I even take a video of the campsite? I'll have to review. Yeah, we took a walk down the road. There was a group of ATVers that came out just covered in mud. That looks like a lot of fun, but I like to include my dog. Maybe if I got a side-by-side, but there's a bunch of mud holes here. I tell you, it's pretty freaky. Whoop. Coming for walks back here. Maybe I'll feel better once I finally have a group of ATVers coming up on me in one of these back roads. Because they're so loud, you can hear them off in the distance, and you're just wondering, geez, whoa. Pay attention to where I'm hopping. Should be some good video there. And as I was saying, yeah, you know, you're always paranoid that they're on your trail. This feels a little better when I'm in this stuff because I know they can't go fast. And my biggest fear is they come up on you pretty damn fast, I'm thinking, because they're, you know, speed's part of it. I'm always worried that what I'm hearing is not somebody on another trail, somebody on this trail. But I'm very confident that if they're on this trail and they're coming towards us, it'll be pretty obvious. But this is nice, getting off the main forestation road, because I can let my dog off the leash. And we're doing some exploring. We don't know where we're going here. Sometimes you find a little lake you didn't know about. Holy smokes, I forgot to take my long johns off. And we'd have to take care of that at some point. Wow. Interesting. See this big mud pit. See how we can get around it. Okay, we're committed. We've gone through so many mud holes. And we're probably, I don't know, 45 minutes in at least. Maybe an hour. This time flies when you're having fun. But I keep on just checking on Google Maps because I'm getting a signal here. I must be climbing or something. I think where the campsite is, I'm down in a valley. No signal. So anyway, yeah, I keep checking Google Maps, and it appears that we're heading towards a nice little lake. So this should be cool. Be a nice little spot there. I can stop and take a break, admire the view. Holy smokes. We're going through some stuff here. Isn't that wild? Fun, fun. Well, we came out beside some grandfathered land. We got, I've always wondered, we got in from the back end, but I've always wondered what it looked like. It looked like there was 3 different old log cabins in there. Of course, nobody there. Of course, seems to always be the way with this stuff from back here. Nobody enjoying it. So, we went into that trail a little south of the campsite, and then we came back out of it a little north of the campsite. It's kind of cool. Get to know the neighborhood. Hopefully the wind hasn't collapsed the tent. I tied it off to some trees to help. Whew, that was hard going. I worked up an appetite. See what we want to cook up for lunch. I'm just coming up on the site now. There's the lake. There's the site over there. You see the Jeep. Have to get out and do some. Well, it's a helicopter. You saw me turn around. I thought an ATV was coming. It's a helicopter. Have to get out on the canoe. It's a little windy, but. Helicopter we got here. Oh, the pole's collapsed. Tie that off. It's not the first time that's happened. They're very bendable. They don't break. It's great. Whew. Nothing wrong with this. Set that bug. Just had some supper. Some chicken and sweet potatoes and carrots on my little barbecue. Just enjoying the last bit of the sun here. This is a nice sunset light. I can't even see what's on the screen. There. Couple of fellas camping across the lake. Yeah, not really. I don't know if you can see the screen tent or not. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Oh, you gotta keep your hat down. It's still bright. It's nice and warm though. We got the fire all ready to go. Maybe I'll switch this around. That's what I'm looking at. Oh, I didn't tidy up. Everything's, well, it's not bad. I tidied up because I got ready for supper, making supper. There's the little dog station. Oh, I gotta retrieve some litter. necessarily, I guess. But those wheel chalks, yeah, that's what they're called. Yeah, got more wood. I was out in the canoe. Yeah, I took some pictures at least. I don't know if I took videos. Just sitting in the sun there. Got the screen tent up. That's where I had my supper. TJ doesn't like carrots. But yeah, this little barbecue works great. I'm just letting the coals burn off. Haven't really needed the screen tent so far. The bugs haven't been bad at all. Well, sounds like there's an ATV coming off in the distance. I don't know if he's coming this way or turning off. You never know. One thing I've found with the site being so close to the road, they're all pretty considerate and slow down because they know how loud they are and all the dust they kick up. So that's nice. And it kind of it's entertaining. Just saw some more snowmobiles go by that are all stripped down for traveling on water. It's amazing. I was watching a video the other day of it. Anyway, we're going to enjoy the last bit of the sun. It's getting close to going under the trees anyway. It's not quite sunset, but it kind of is for us a little early. But I got a full belly and the fire's ready to go. And they were saying on the radio that it's going to be a clear night. And it sure as heck is a clear day. Not a cloud in the sky all day. So it's supposed to be a really nice Star Watch evening. Should be cool. We're off on an early morning hike. Well, not so early. Not as early as I usually go. It's about 20 after 8. We got up at 7. We slept in. That's good. I was up till 11, so got my 8 hours. Can risk having TJ walking along without his leash because the freaks aren't up yet. Very busy up here this weekend. Lots of ATVers. Had one guy go by 9:30, 10. Felt the need to honk his horn, blaring like the whole time going by, just being an ass. Just astounds me, some people's attitudes. And then there was some yahoos. I don't know if it's the same group of people. They seem to have a different car every weekend. They just bring a junker back here. They probably buy it for $500 and trailer it in and then just go nuts on the roads back here. And they were going till about 11 with no muffler. Luckily they were off in the distance, but everything echoes here so bad. It was a bit of a pain, but hey, Crown land camping, no authorities. Part of it. So we're just going to go into a four-wheeler trail up here. It goes by a little campsite. Looks like there's a couple of fellas back there. Hopefully hopefully we don't wake them up. And this trail comes to a water crossing. Let's see if we can follow the river a bit and see if we can get across it and keep going. We're kind of running out of trails. I don't want to do that one again yesterday. It was so friggin' wet. Going around big puddles everywhere. Mud everywhere. So we'll try this one out. Good little water crossing here. I don't know why we never bothered going across here. Maybe because I didn't have my new boots. My old boots aren't quite waterproof anymore. Oh, we can go over here. It's a little shallower. Oh, man. Good Lord. ATVers going down there. I feel very conflicted about ATVs. I've had them, I've enjoyed them, but when I see idiots doing shit like this, it pisses me off. Stay on the trail. You make an absolute frickin' mess of the trails, which, hey, that's fine. It's ATVing. Trails are for ATVs. But don't destroy the surrounding areas for your ego. Look what I can do. It's kind of odd. It's an odd mix of person when they're into machinery and speed, but they're out in nature. And it's not quite the same breed as somebody that comes out hiking and camping. They're kind of the Yahoo nature, partying it up, loud, obnoxious, young and male. But they have a right to be here too. It's just too bad they have to be so intrusive on everybody else. But I'll take this any day over a provincial park. Looks like they were getting ready to put a bridge in and they just never have. Okay, they've got all the baffles, culverts. Boy, I almost want to make it up there. There's a nice little set of falls up there. Everybody just goes across the stream over there and doesn't bother with this. Ooh, the bugs are bad right next to the water. Okay, we're gonna go up this trail, a new trail. I find the four-wheelers don't get up till mid to late morning. I had planned on getting up a little earlier than I did, but I don't set an alarm out here, so I just happened to wake up at 7. I think I only got about 6 hours sleep each of the last 2 nights, so I needed to get caught up a little. Okay, if we see anything interesting, we'll come back. Oh, stopped to get the camera on the selfie. It's right at a water crossing. The bugs were pretty thick when you stop. Oh, I'm getting hot. I have to take a layer off. I wore the wrong jacket. I should know. As soon as the sun starts getting up, it gets warm quick. Well, this is always fun. I'm on a new trail. Right, puppy dog? We're coming up on TJ's birthday. Maybe this is kind of his birthday weekend. Because he was born on the 25th. 25th of June. Well, we're going to have to consult Google Maps and see if there's any lake to walk to. It's always a nice goal. You just find a nice scene and take a break and go back. Oh, Sundays are always so weird. I'm always wondering how long I'll stay. I might just stay till after supper today. We'll see. Sometimes I say that and then suddenly I get an urge and boom, spur of the moment, pack up and leave. I must say I've had, oh, there's some, not fresh, but there's some moose tracks. Not very big. Holy smokes, as soon as you stop, bugs just come at you. I finally purchased an SD card for my phone. I had a 4-day, 3-night weekend where, if you watch my videos, you'll, where was it? Cream Lake? Yeah, there's a video on Cream Lake. I had to start just taking pictures because I ran out of memory. Just whatever came with the phone, because the apps that I had on the phone ate up most of that. So maybe this will be a longer video. It's always interesting to see when I do my video editing, put the movie together. It's always interesting to see how long it ends up being. And then when I upload it to YouTube, I always let them decide what thumbnail to put on. That's always kind of interesting too. There was one that was funny because I put in some text because you couldn't hear what the heck I was saying. Probably like now. It's just odd walking through the woods by yourself talking loud so that you can hear. But I had the text mumbling in the bush, and that was the thumbnail. It's kind of funny. Oh, there's a little clearing coming up, I think. Holy smokes. What have we here? Probably another little marsh. I guess I'll keep things rolling until we get up here. Might be interesting to see. This video, I'm trying to do a lot more selfie videos. I've just been watching successful video channels, and it seems like, yeah, it's about the scenery and what you're doing, but it's also about you. The cult of personality, right? So I'll try to show more of myself. All you people will probably unsubscribe. I'll see my viewership go down. It's like these little clearings are, I don't think they're natural. They almost seem like they were used as little camping spots at one point. Maybe part of the, I guess these are all old logging trails, I guess. It's usually what Crown Land's about, is used to be, they used to harvest the lumber, harvest the trees. Anyway, we'll tune in a little later. Moving up, up, up. All kinds of forks in the road. Yesterday I took the wrong fork and ended up coming out to a grandfathered in private lake. And I have to admit, I'm very jealous of anybody that's had something grandfathered in. Usually these places were built in the 50s when there was a hell of a lot less people. Whew. Well, I'm going to consult Google Maps again. I check in and see which way I'm headed, because it doesn't show these trails, these ATV trails. So you just get a feel for what direction you're going in. And of course I didn't bring my compass, so I'm being extra careful about marking and memorizing where I've been going whenever there's a fork. Oh boy, if I was in an ATV, I might be concerned, but I can walk around it. Amazing. Hey Ditchy. We just came off the trail and up a big rise. I saw this clearing and thought we'd be standing up and looking at the lake. You can see it, the clearing. We're gonna make it. We've come this far. I think we're about 45 minutes to an hour in. We'll go back down to the trail. I don't want to. Looks like pretty rough terrain, and I don't know it back here. I don't want to get lost. That wouldn't be fun on a Sunday. We'll go back to the trail, and I'm sure it goes down by the lake. Love the anticipation. Can you believe this? I'm in my t-shirt. Back of the woods in June. Still a chill in the air. But as I was saying, I love the anticipation, because we're coming up on some scenery, a big lake. I can hear a set of waterfalls. I just love it when you've never been somewhere and you get to come here and check it out. We've been hiking for about an hour. It's always nice when there's a little work to it. Wow. Oh, I think there's a road on the other side of the lake from the looks of Google Maps. Whoop. Try not to hit branches with the phone. I know how loud that is in the audio. Holy smokes. I don't even know if that's an inhabited lake over there. I don't think it is. It seems like it's out in the boonies. Wow. Jesus. There's the main lake way over there. And this is a marsh that feeds it. It's a pretty substantial piece of water feeding it. We're going to go over and check out the falls here. I'm hoping the ATV trail keeps going. I don't want to have to go around. I want to explore this lake some more. This is what you do when you come back here. Otherwise you're just sitting around the campsite. It gets a little boring. It's nice for the first day you come up. Ugh. If you have an ATV, you can get across. I don't think my My mid-cut boots are going to be high enough. That's too bad. Well, let's see. Maybe we can rock hop. Might be shallow enough. Go ahead. Test out how waterproof my boots are. They usually are quite waterproof when you first buy them. Wash the mud off. You gonna make her a puppy dog? Yeah, you can just walk across. Oh, that's awesome. We're gonna get to keep going over to the main lake. Woohoo! That calls for a run. Oh wow, this is great. A bit of a different vantage point. So, I have a vision of using my 5x10 utility trailer. I'll get myself a little four-wheeler, a little fixer-upper like I always do with everything, all my toys. Makes it more affordable. And let's talk with this backdrop. How's that? Yeah, so I'll put the ATV on there and the camping gear. And then I unload the ATV. I set up a tent right on the platform because it's like I built it with deck boards, so it's just like being on a deck to chip off the ground. Then I have the ATV to fart around with. And I wouldn't mind even loading up a little pup tent and doing a night back at a spot like this, because this would be so quiet and so dark. Quite a trip up here though. Neat. Well, this is nice. There's a big tree down across this trail and it's been there for a while. So there are no ATV tracks here at all. So not as much, nice picture of my chest. So not as much worry of getting run over. Nice. And the lake's right over there. There was one spot we could have gone over. It looks like this is taking us away from it now. We may have to go back there. I was waiting for looking for a little trail that might have indicated a little campsite, but no luck yet. It's a big lake. We were heading towards some roads south of where our campsite is, and it was going to be, I'd say, 2 to 2.5 times longer, mind you, on a gravel road, but still quite a long ways. So at least this way, I know it takes about an hour and a half. Plus we walked into a coyote's territory. I heard something, looked up, and it was about 50 feet away, looking at me and my dog. If I was alone, I would have just taken a video of it, but I felt I needed to, I was fearful that it was after my dog or that he would chase it, but well, not really. He follows commands. He would have wanted to chase it. It just looked like a little tiny shepherd, but I threw a couple of good-sized stones at it, not to hit it, just to make it not want to get any closer. And then that confirmed my thoughts of turning around. And he followed us for 2-3 minutes. I'd stop now and again and I'd hear him, and then he stopped. Besides, there's a lake we decided not to check out. We're actually I've canoed the lake that we're beside right now. I don't have any real urge to bushwhack down to the shore here. That's TJ's little hobby. So far it's 7,662 for the squirrels, 0 for TJ. He almost got one day because I had him distracted. But he wouldn't know what the hell to do with it anyway. He just let it go. Just wants to play. So yeah, we're gonna go by this lake. It's Teapot Lake. We actually, so this is the road that is in behind Teapot Lake. We actually came through the bush on this really rough ATV trail that traversed from one road to the other through the bush. Quite a distance. My legs are feeling it. I'm hoping when we get to the next lake and I do a little bushwalking for a good view, we'll sit and I'll eat the other half of my granola bar. There was a spring back here too. I'm going to take a drink. I didn't bring any water. I never think I'm going to go as far as I do. I thought I'd be a couple hours at the most. This is going to turn into 3.5, something like that. Not hot out though. It's supposed to go up to 21. No. Okay, we'll probably just see you at the next lake. So this is exciting. I forgot about this. We came to a fork on the way in, and there's a trail with a big log across it and a sign saying trail closed. And actually, as I mentioned, we're in between two lakes right now, Teapot and another one. So I think this is the back end of Teapot. Or no, maybe it was Teapot. The other side is where that site is that I had a hard time backing into. It's really steep. Trees. Yes, this is coming up on the lake. And there's a breeze coming off the lake. So keep the bugs down. Oh, we might sit here for... Damn, I should have prepared better. Okay, I don't know. Next time I come up, leave early, bring a little lunch. Just in case. Because that would be nice. I could have brought a can of soup and one of the butane burner. And sat here and had some lunch. But I do have half a granola bar. That'll get me back. Oh, this is awesome. I don't think there's anybody on this lake, or well, I guess there's that site I just mentioned. I think that's where we are. A little better when I look. I don't know if there's an actual spot on the shore or not. Wow, this just keeps going. Actually, I might have found a different way. This probably goes around this lake and then away. I gotta get my bearings. What freaking lake is this? I don't think you see this one from the road. Second, I can see something over there. Interesting. We'll go down here and see the lake. We're gonna go down here. Yeah, we've come up in the back of hoity-toity lake with a bunch of private land. See somebody's dock over there. Water slide, another dock. Another dock. That's a pretty little island there. So you don't even see the forestation roads over that way. You don't even see this lake. There's just road access from the top end. And that's all private hoity-toity. That's what I'll call this, hoity-toity lake. Beautiful. Not a nice spot where I'm standing though to take a break. Ooh, looks like there's probably some fish in this lake too. Lots of vegetation. Neat. We got one lake up there feeding down into Teapot Lake down there. Or it's actually more of a small river and a swamp up there. But I think it is emptying from that hoity-toity lake. Neat. Very pretty. TJ's stuck over there. You can jump in here, there's a little pool. Don't see any fish. Haven't really been looking though. Oh wow, look at this. Look at that. That's neat. I just want to bring that home. There's another one. And some, oh, they had a guide wire coming down here. These are ancient. They had a cable to bring goods down. Man, that's probably going back to early 1900s, late 1800s. Still trying to figure out what frickin' lake I'm on. This seems like the back end of Teapot Lake. So this is a lake in behind Teapot Lake. Maybe I'll put a screenshot of the map. Beautiful. I don't think there's any sights on this lake at all. If they'd be anywhere, maybe over there. Amazing. Well, it seems like a good place to have rest. Mosquitoes are really bad. All the water. The waterfalls are hanging. Yeah, I think we're going to have a good 15-20 minute rest because we've got some hard trails to traverse between this lake and get back to the road. We'll probably be dodging four-wheelers. They're going to start coming out soon. Doesn't get any better than this. We live on an amazing planet. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm gonna try to dunk my head in. Whoa! It gets too steep. Oh, actually, that's nice. Just got the tip in. The top, rather. Oh, that's refreshing. That's cold. Oh, that was an excellent idea. Oh. Alright, let's go get this ready for the trip back. Keep in. Oh. Not the best selfie stick in the world. Oh. Oh. Wow, that was good. We'll leave shortly and head back. We got a bit of a trek ahead of us. Probably a good hour, at least. Oh, this is a beautiful lake. Glad I came down here. If you see a waterfall, do your best to follow it. It's like the rainbow in the pot of gold. Oh, it smells amazing here too. I don't know why it made me think of the East Coast when I first got to the bottom here. I almost smelled salt in the air, or a fishy smell, like you're at the wharf somewhere. Man, it's beautiful. I don't think there's a bloody campsite on this lake.